Christmas Carol. The story is about a man who doesn't believe in Christmas. His staff are not allowed to leave earlier just because of Christmas. Christmas is supposed to be about family and friends being together and having a good time. In the beginning of December, all of the people of the world go into this trance called Christmas mode. Ebenezer Scrooge is the principal character in Charles Dickens' novel A Christmas Carol. At the beginning of the novel, Scrooge is cold-hearted, tight-fisted, and a greedy man who despises Christmas and all the things which give people happiness. In the end of the Christmas Carol, Mr. Scrooge discovered that Christmas is so much more than he thought. In the end of the story, the spirit is showing him his future, but he gets terrified by his fate of dying alone and that he is going to be a subject of jokes by old business associates. Scrooge is given the chance to change and respond to keeping the Christmas in his heart ever after this meeting with the spirits. The settings in is very well planned by Charles Dickens. He wanted to make this town a poor and unhealthy village. He wanted the government to change the poor laws so that people who were poor in the society had better conditions. The holiday of Christmas is portrayed in A Christmas Carol in different ways. Christmas is not just about the birth of Jesus Christ, but also about being kind-hearted and generous and loving to others. In the social aspect, it is portrayed by the Christmas carolers that the line on the streets, that are on the streets, and as well as the holiday parties that people have in their homes. The artistic aspect of the holiday is by the character Tim, Tiny Tim, and Scrooge. For example, even though Scrooge is a grumpy, selfish man, by the end of the story, he finds his heart and helps Tiny Tim become well enough to walk again. In an ethic aspect of this Christmas Carol, people in the street are trying to make to get money to be able to feed and provide God's goods for their family and for this joyful holiday. In a religious manner, you see that when the family sits down for dinner and prays for their meal, and they even remember to bless Mr. Scrooge on this holiday, even though he hasn't been that nice to the family in the past. Yeah. The ghost in the story is the ghost of Christmas, the ghost of Christmas past, of Christmas present, and the Christmas yet to come. The ghost came from 3 different time frames: the past, the present, and the future. The ghost from the past is a little child gliding through the air and taking Scrooge for a ride to the past. This ghost is specifically creepy. I mean, a child as a ghost, that's wrong and creepy in every way. The second ghost is more like this big bear. He's a creepy, he's not as creepy as the other 2 ghosts, but what he shows Mr. Scrooge is awful. He's like this big nice teddy bear, and you just want to hug him. The third ghost is reminding me about death, and he also shows Scrooge what will happen to him in the future if he does not learn and act upon what he witnessed that night. They don't have these ghosts all wants to help Mr. Scrooge to become a better man and to help him get a better future. They are all on the good side of Christmas, and they're just trying to get Mr. Scrooge back in the Christmas spirit. They are in many ways very different about how they look and what they show Mr. Scrooge, but in the end, they all just wants to help Mr. Scrooge become a better man. This Christmas Carol is a big classic because everybody can relate to this feeling. Sometimes you just don't feel like you're in the right Christmas mode, and you have your own kind of spirits who gets you there before Christmas. I always hated Christmas because it starts in October and people are in this big Christmas mode all November, and I have birthday in November, so my Christmas mode doesn't start until in the middle of December, and sometimes I just need some Christmas songs and some smiles and kind people to get me in the right Christmas mode. The stories is about Christmas all over the world. That even though you might not be religious and celebrating Jesus Christ's birth, you can still be with your friends and relatives and have a good time. I think that this Christmas Carol is trying to tell us that Christmas is a time for everybody, and even though you might not even like Christmas, there will always be some people ready for you, like Mr. Scrooge, and I just think that we should celebrate Christmas in December. I will be happy. Have a nice Christmas. Bye.